So please make sure you turn off your microphone to avoid any interruption during the webinar. So hello everyone and welcome to our webinar. My name is Henry Anabayan as the project leader from Hotel Management course HM240, currently in semester 4. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you, panelists, students, and participants from Kolej Vokasional Setapak. According to the registration data, we have more than 100 participants, and half of it is from Kolej Vokasional. Well, thank you guys for coming. With this opportunity, I would like to say thank you to our speakers, Mr. Muhammad Azrin Mazlan, and to Madam Nasira Hanim Zunaidin for being able to join our webinar this morning. Mr. Azrin is the Director of Food and Beverage of Pullman Miri Hotel Waterfront Sarawak. Madam Nasira is a founder of Great Community and Chameleon from Selangor. Also, I would like to thank you to Madam Siti Aisyah binti Muhammad Aris, a lecturer from Kolej Vokasional Setapak, Kuala Lumpur, for joining us here in the platform. For your information, this webinar of University Social Responsibility, USR for short, is a collaboration between course HTH558 and the Hotel and Tourism Student Society Club heads. It is about free knowledge sharing to outside community. So here, UiTM Cawangan Pulau Pinang student as volunteer to conduct free knowledge sharing program through credit course HTH558. Regarding this course is designed toward highlighting the skill required for successful, lifelong, and professional development. So moving on, I want to point out that today's webinar is divided into two sessions. The first session will be with Mr. Azrin. He is going to talk about exploring career opportunity to hotel and tourism industry, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. So the second session will be with Madam Nasira. She is going to talk about technology in the workplace, particularly about the use of WhatsApp or other related apps in general. So without further ado, I am proud to invite the Head Center of Hotel and Tourism Management Faculty, Associate Professor Dr. Hashim Fazil Arifin, to officiate the webinar. Please welcome Dr. Hashim Fazil.
Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And a very good morning. Thank you very much, Sir Henry Bahrain. Okay, and of course to Dr. Zulhan Osman, to Madam Irina, okay, Madam Ruby, to Madam Wawa, and of course, okay, not forgetting, okay, our honorable speakers for today. Okay, I think worth mention, iaitu Cik Muhammad Azrin Mazlan, okay, from Pullman Miri Waterfront. And also, warm welcome to our honorable speaker, Madam Nasra Hanim Zainuddin. Ladies and gentlemen, especially for our guests, to Azrin, welcome back to UiTM Pulau Pinang. We think that, okay, we sincerely think that if this is not in a COVID era, you are more than happy to come back to Pinang, to try our nasi kandar, to try our pasambok, to try our laksa Pinang. And then I think Azrin pun mesti teringat-ingat Kolej Baiduri. Mungkin Azrin teringat-ingat DK1. Mungkin Azrin teringat kita punya gerai bumbung kuning dekat depan tu. Dan juga kepada kepada Azrin, thank you very much kerana sudi come back to your alma mater to serve the society with your knowledge. Pada Puan Nasra Hanim, kalau Puan orang sini, mungkin Puan pun rindu nak balik ke Pinang. Tapi kalau Puan bukan orang sini, Puan pun mesti nak datang Pinang kan, kalau bukan COVID. But anyway, orang kata there is a blessing of disguise. COVID-19 ini membuatkan kita lebih berfikir secara kreatif, secara futuristik, selaras dengan IR 4.0, mengatakan bahawa kita harus berfikir secara jauh bagaimana kita nak jalankan kerja. Okay. Dan kita punya tajuk kita punya USR pada hari ini sungguh current, sungguh terkini. Kita nak lihat macam mana kerjaya di bidang hospitality, satu, dan juga macam mana kita nak satu, and of course satu lagi, macam manakah kita hendak react kalau kita dapat sesuatu yang di luar jangkaan, dan juga macam mana kita nak react. Okay, of course bila kita dalam era IT ataupun IR 4.0 ini, we are connected. Okay, ataupun kita selalu cakap we are digital nomad. We are connected 24/7, 365 all over the world. Asalkan kita ada komputer, kita ada connection, we are connected. The word is digital nomad. We can work anywhere, okay, all over the world. But okay, this is a challenge for us in hospitality. Kita nak dengar daripada Encik Azrin nanti macam mana, okay, dia punya tempat react with this pandemic, dan juga macam mana daripada Puan Hanim nanti, macam mana kita nak react kalau kita dalam pandemic COVID-19, kalau kita nak react secara maya ataupun kita nak post something ataupun dalam kita social media. Itu kita punya lingkupan tajuk kita pada hari ini. But at any rate, I want to say congratulations to all the lecturers, to all the advisors, okay, and of course to all the students from this class, because you have done a very good job. Okay, because you have done a very good job in connecting we in the university and what happened outside there. Okay, as usual, sit back, enjoy and relax the presentation. And of course, I would like to say I'm sorry just now, because at the same time we also have virtual international mobility, a student mobility program, which means we are having a student program with Universitas Negeri Surabaya. And of course, I'm pretty sure, okay, my anak-anak di depan ini, you are going to be the challenge for the next year's program. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. Stay in school and don't ditch the class. Right? Okay, kepada Encik Azrin dan juga kepada Puan Hanim, thank you very much again. Kalau kita COVID dah berakhir nanti, okay, kita orang kata apa, we owe you. Okay, pergi sembah laksa Pinang dan juga nasi kandak di Pinang. Come over here. And of course, to the lecturers and students, keep up the good job. Till then, hasta la vista, hasta luego, ciao, assalamualaikum. Pass to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you very much, Associate Professor Dr. Hashim, for the special speech. So, for the next agenda, I would like to pass it to one of our moderators today, Atika Shazana. So, take it away. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning. My name is Atika Shazana and my partner Nur Safiza as your moderator today. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We appreciate you taking time off your busy schedule to join us today. Before we start, can you see and hear us?
Yes, Atika.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for your response. For your information, there were 2 talk sessions for our program this morning. We hope you will learn a lot today. Now, without wasting time, we will turn to our main purpose for today. We will start with our first talk session. So before the talks begin, allow us to introduce a little bit about our first speaker background and his establishment. He's a great director of food and beverage from Pullman Mary Waterfront, Mary Sarawak from October 2019 until now. He also graduated with degree Bachelor Science in Hotel Management from UiTM Selangor in 2008, and also an alumni of UiTM Pulau Pinang for 3 years diploma in Hotel Management. For your information, he also is the first batch for Hotel Management course, and we are so proud to have him back to UiTM Pulau Pinang. He is Mr. Muhammad Azrin bin Muhammad Mazlan. Before welcoming our great speaker for the first talk session titled Exploring Career Opportunity, which will be delivered by Mr. Muhammad Azrin, let's watch the video that will be shown after this first. For your information, this video is about a graduate student who are interested in F&B field. So let us enjoy this video.
This is a conversation between three friends and discussing the work done during the pandemic.
Hi guys!
Hi Cynthia and Laya. How you guys doing? It's been a while since we talked to each other. How you guys holding up during this time of crisis?
Hi, I miss you guys. How is life? I think everyone having a challenging time during this pandemic and it is hard for us to meet each other physically.
I'm doing fine, I guess. I currently working as a manager at a restaurant. We're not open to dining, but we still doing take-out though.
I see. Good for you. How about you, Cynthia?
I work as a flight attendant for one of the airlines. I just returned from Bangkok the other day. Yeah, it finds off said we are unable to fly like the previous day.
Wow, I never been to Bangkok and I know they have amazing food there.
So Hidayah, how about you?
Me, I'm running a part-time online business, but I think I need to find a permanent job.
Cool. What job would it be? Finding a job during this pandemic is very challenging, to be honest.
I know, right? I have some target and I am video about them. Plus, you guys know me well. I will not stop until I succeed.
Well, that's great to hear. So here are the tips that you probably found useful for coming to a job interview.
What you need to do before an interview. 1. Prepare an accurate resume. 2. Learn as much as you can about the company. 3. Get clear direction for getting to the side of the interview and learn name of the person with whom you will interview. 4. Practice answering commonly asked interview questions.
Wow, that's just me. I find that useful.
That is great, Hidayah. But sorry, need to go now. There are things I need to finish. We will talk later, okay? Bye!
Okay, Cynthia, bye. We will meet again, Hidayah. I need to go too. I wish you get the job. Don't worry, they will hire. I know because if I'm the interviewer, I will definitely hire you. Okay, bye.
Thank you guys for your time. I will. Bye.
Interview day.
What we need to do during the interview. 1. Walk and sit with good posture. 2. Look at the interviewer with eye-to-eye contact. 3. Speak clearly. 4. Be prepared to tell why you want this job and what you can do for the organization.
Have a seat, Hidayah. My name is Miss Janarim. I am General Manager of this hotel. How are you there?
Hello, Miss January. My day is good.
Without wasting our time, I think we can start right now. Are you ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
Welcome to Five Seasons Hotel. We are a 5-star hotel who serve the hospitality service to the guests. We're looking for F&B staff in our hotel. Can I get your resume?
Here you go.
So, can you tell me about yourself?
I went to University Technology Mara in Pinang and majoring in Bachelor Degree Hotel Management and Tourism. After graduation, I run an online business, although my business is running smoothly and well, but I aware of the need of permanent job, especially during the pandemic. I am very interested in food and beverage service. I also knowledge in this field. I hope I can get some experience for this job.
Yes, in hotel, you can learn a lot of things. So, can you tell me about your strength?
I can work under pressure. Although running an online business, there will definitely be pressure. Besides that, I am very skilled in the use of technology, especially in promoting. I know how to impress customer with communication skill. Maybe with my advantage, I can help the F&B department to boost the promotional activity in food service.
Great! Where do you see you in next 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself as a valued employee in F&B department. I want to be more expert in my position and start learn to train as a manager. I know it's quite challenging, but I believe I can achieve this goal by the hard working.
Okay, Hidayah. Our interview session is done. So, any question that you want to ask?
No, I have clear about this section. I hope I can get this job and I will do my best and give a impressive achievement.
Yes, I hope so. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Nice to meet you, Miss Janerim. Thank you for having a time with me.
So, based on the video that was shown earlier, we can see that opportunity in the workplace with technology are very important, right? So the big question right now, what is the biggest challenge of this job? So to explore more this topic more in depth, I would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Azrin bin Muhammad Mazlan, Director of Food and Beverage from Pulau Miri Waterfront, to start our first session, which is about exploring career opportunity in hotel and tourism industry, especially during this pandemic season. Without further ado, please welcome Mr. Muhammad Azrin to deliver the talks.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I would like to say thank you to Ika and to everyone, to each of you who invited me to this virtual session. It is true what the doctor has mentioned just now. I really miss and I would love to come back to the campus, enjoying myself at Bumbung Kuning, the all. I think Pinang is one of the best hawker food, no doubt. But it's good to be back, and then there are a lot of new faces, but not to Madam Marina. But however, I'm happy to be here. But I prefer and I would love to fly back to Penang, but obviously due to the travel restriction and pandemic, it's quite difficult. But nevertheless, I'm here to be part of this session. So I hope all of you are safe and healthy. Stay home, please. As mentioned by Ika, I'm Azrin to all of you. Currently, I'm working as the Director F&B of Pulau Miri Waterfront in Sarawak. So Pulau Miri is an international 5-star hotel. It's a 5-star business hotel with 328 rooms, 4 F&B outlets, 24 hours room service, and a banquet grand ballroom of 900 pax with 8 meeting rooms capacity. A little bit about myself. I've been working here for the past 9 months. I need to direct 60 staff under the F&B department that include F&B service team, stewarding, and the kitchen brigade, and also the culinary team. I mean, it's all together. So Pulau Miri Waterfront in Sarawak is under the global hotels big chain brand called Accor. So in which Accor have 5,000 hotel property all over the world, from luxury to budget hotels. Before I go further, so far is everything okay with the speaker, the tone, the voice? Okay. Also mentioned by the doctor, I was a student of UiTM Pematang Power. I did my diploma there. I was the first batch. At that time, more than 15 years ago, I believe, we were called HM110. I think dah tak ada kot HM110 ni. But at that time, hotel management student was HM110, culinary 112, food service 115 kot, tourism 111. I tak ingat, but I think now it's different. HTH you were mentioning just now. So I was the first batch of hotel management. I still remember UiTM Pinang at that time is only Laman Perdana, the faculty, Kolej Baiduri, Kolej Zamrud, and also the mosque lah. And then it's nothing. And then Charlie lah, I hope Charlie is still there until now. So yeah, I was the first batch in Diploma Hotel Management 2003-2006. I was the MPP as well, student representative, Exco Kesenian Kebudayaan, if I'm not, yeah, I think. And then I further my studies in degree to UiTM Shah Alam 2003-2008. So there is an old adage saying, if you're studying hotel management in UiTM Shah Alam at that point of time, there is an old adage saying that where it all begins. So hotel education background, I think it is without a doubt, UiTM was the one who first started the courses of hotels and culinary in 1967 or 1966, if I'm not mistaken. So I've been working in the hotel industry for the past 12 years in diploma in 5-star international luxury and flagship hotels, from local 5-star brand to international. So One World, Mandarin Oriental, G Tower, Traders by Shangri-La, DoubleTree by Hilton, Sofitel, and now Pullman. What I want to share with you guys is working in the hotel industry is fun. It's really fun. It's interesting to work in. Why? Is because we provide customer with a positive experience, something memorable, something valuable to the guests. Customer experience that we deliver, you know. So we provide the service. Hospitality industry, there's sectors, I think you guys understand. The lecturer have briefed you guys as well. You know, we have F&B sector, we have travel and tourism, we have recreation, we have logging. So all of these, you can, even though it is a sector, all of these now you can find it in any hotel and resort establishment. You know, it's all combined. So if you want to look in Klang Valley, we have more than 500 hotels, from 5-star to 5-star, under TripAdvisor. And then we have 1,300 places to stay in Klang Valley, including Airbnb. So Airbnb is quite important now. When I was in UiTM Pematang Power, I hope all of the senior lecturers is still there, like Cik Dalan, Cik Mizan, Cik Johan, Cik Josri, Cik Khairil, and then my classmate, Madam Irina, Zurin, Ariel, Chef Nick. I hope Chef Nakia is still there. So it's quite good. So going back to career in the hotel industry, so what does it say? What does it tell you when we have a lot of hotels coming up? So it offers you a career, a job opportunity. So compare 20 years ago, 10 years ago versus now, it's really booming, the hotel industry. It's a lot all over the world, not just talking in Malaysia. So we have a lot of investors trying to invest and build hotels in Malaysia. A lot of richest men want to own hotels. A lot of international brands are starting to pop up and come to Malaysia. So to name a few, we have Four Seasons, Sofitel, we have Fairmont, St. Regis, we have W, The Rumah, Banyan Tree, a lot of luxury and beautiful resort in Langkawi as well. It is a lot, to name a few. So it's really a good industry or field for the fresh graduate, for the hotel management student to work in, you know. Now, interestingly, talking about culinary, we have a world famous chef, Michelin star chef, you know, start to invest to have a restaurant in Malaysia, or they would like to co-own it, you know. We have Emmanuel Stoban, we have Nobu, we have Taka by Sushi Saito, we have Jeff Renzi, to name a few. So it's very promising and positive for the students, especially who are studying in hotel management, you know. It is true, undeniably, you know, it is true that the pandemic gives an impact hard towards the hotel industry. It has been more than a year now. Many hotels close, a lot of employees lose their job, honestly speaking. Many hotels owner close down or sell the properties. When last year, I do experience the same thing globally, you know, when you guys experience the MCO, last year I was in overseas, I was in Cambodia. I came back in June. So MCO was imposed in March last year, but I was in Cambodia. So same thing happens. The whole world shut the border, closed down the border. So what I can say is that hotels rely on tourists, you know, either business or leisure tourists, either local or international tourists. So like I said, if the border close and impose this travel restriction, people cannot travel. So when there is no one traveling, nobody is spending at the hotels. So hotels, I'm trying to relate with the topic here. Hotels does affected, but not all. During this pandemic, some owners and a lot of hotels GM, they're trying at their best. They're doing at their best to operate their hotels as a quarantine hotels to gain income, to keep the hotel running. Some hotels have a big banqueting department and to operate. So they make their meeting rooms or their banquet as their vaccine center, you know, to keep the revenue in, to generate the revenue in. So some hotels, they are doing takeaway, home delivery, chef and F&B service to the house, drive-through. Aussie has a small OCS for family gathering at guest house, you know. So even though hotels are in a new norm, no vibe as before, that is what I have been experienced. There is no vibe, but there is a business growth now, you know. So they still need people like the students of hotel management to work, and also the culinary, and that is where the fresh graduates come in, you know. So we need to keep on browsing and exploring the job opportunity. And this is very true, you know, as the world is slowly bounces back after this pandemic. So the hotel is gaining more importance, recognition, and attention in the industry than ever before, as it is a center of socialization. So there is what do you call that? A light at the end of the tunnel. It become brighter again. Like I said, we will rebound. The hotel industry will rebound and also bounces back. I give you example. If let's say everybody is vaccinated, there's no travel restriction, the border is open. Whatever that happened for the past 1 year, people will like unleash to everything that they have with their families and friends, you know, to go for a holiday and travel. So when they do that, the first thing that they want to go is to the hotels and to the eatery, to the hospitality sector. So we have to be ready on that. So that's why I say we are slowly bounces back, and then there are people want to gather again. People want to meet people, instead of virtual, so that they can feel the excitement. So my 2 cents, how to be successful in the hotel industry before pandemic and now, I think it's remained the same. And how we are going to do it, I don't want to specifically, my advice towards the fresh graduates, I don't want to touch base on the competency. Competency is more to the employee of the hotels or to the employee of the independent standalone establishment. But to the fresh graduate, before and looking at the current situation at this pandemic, I think it's the same. You have to put your passion to be in this industry. You have to like this career. You have to love this career, and then you need to have a goal. What you want to achieve in the next 5 years is exactly the same like what the video tell you. You need to have a goal. You need to have an objective in your life. You need to like it. You have to put a lot of passion in there, what you want to achieve in the next 5 years, what you want to achieve in the next 10 years, and what recognition that you want to yourself. There is no specific terms in terms how you want to be successful in the hotel industry. There is none, because people is getting hunger in order to gain and to be successful. But that is exactly what the video tells you. You need to have a goal. You need to set a target. Then you can define successful in yourself, toward yourself. If you say that how you want to be a successful in the education line, so you have to be more specific. You have to put a goal. So some people being a lecturer, to them is success. Some lecturer, if they get a PhD instead of a master, to get that doctor title, to them that is a success. Or they want to be a dean. So that's why I say you need to have a goal. Same thing in the hotel industry. You want to be director F&B, you want to be a GM, you want to be a cluster GM, you want to be a regional GM, you want to be a vice president of Asia Pacific. So it depends on you how you define success in the hotel industry. So you need a passion, you need to sacrifice. So if you want something or you want to be successful, you have to sacrifice. There is no an easy way in order for us to be successful in this career. Probably you need to sacrifice that. You need to travel. You need to be someone to hold a position in a rural area. Sometimes a good hotels, a good resort, they open up in a rural area. So you need to go there. You cannot put your mindset that, I just want to work in KL, I just want to work in Pinang. So you need to sacrifice a little bit. If you want a job, especially in this pandemic, there is no job. There is not a lot of job opportunity in KL. So you have to explore more elsewhere. Maybe like me in Sarawak, maybe in Pinang, maybe in Kedah, maybe in JB. So you need to sacrifice, and then you cannot. You have to sacrifice your time as well sometime. But that is not a bad thing. That is something good, So you have to be positive as well. Always has a positive mindset. You cannot penetrate your mind to work in the hotel industry by having a negative mindset. Don't hear whatever the negative story that you hear from the people. Experience yourself, and you're gonna like it. And with that, when you have passion, when you sacrifice, when you have a positive mindset, you can be a successful or someone that you want in the hotel industry. And another thing is the basic that you need for fresh graduate to be successful in the hotel industry, to get a job in the hotel industry, is you have to be knowledgeable, you have to be confident, you have to be friendly, you have to have a good communication skill, which is very important. Because why? Because you need to interact with your guests, you need to interact with your clients, you need to be, you are the frontliner, you know, you meet up with people, you engage with the people. So when you have a knowledgeable, you become confident, then you can start to communicate and have a conversation with the people. I know sometimes people are quite shy, but it can be taught, you know. People can the lecturer and also your superior can develop yourself. Like I said, during this pandemic, it's true that there is a lot of hotels got affected, but some hotels are still open, but not as before. You know, they have a new vibe, a new norm. But now we are slowly bounces back, so we do need a fresh graduate like you guys to be part with us, you know, so that the hotel industry can shine again. It is shine, but can be more brighter compared to before. So I think that is all about exploring the career during pandemic. Maybe not in details, but I would love to receive a lot of questions so that I can elaborate more. I would like to share a few pictures, but this is before pandemic, of all the experience in the hotel industry. So if I can share a little bit of picture that I've shared to the host, it will be nice. Then I can explain what is happening right now in the hotel industry, but not in detail, not much. So even though during pandemic, you know, if you can see on your left, we still trying to do something with our staff, with our employee, try to make them feel comfortable and welcome. So we do celebrate Christmas, and then at this point of time, we are in CMCO, PKPP, so people can still dine, but with strict SOP. So people still happy, people still enjoy the Christmas celebration. So another picture is the halal certification. So right now, halal cert is quite important in every hotels in Malaysia. Right now, the international hotel as well is trying to get halal certification, because we are guest sensitivity, you know, we want the guests to feel comfortable, feel secure, you know, even though they are in the 5-star international hotel, so they know that the food and drinks that they are consume are safe to consume. They feel secure, so it's halal. So to get a halal certification, it's not easy. So that's why we try to get this halal certification every 2 years, and also the government as well would like to do meetings and event at our banquet room. So now a lot of ministry, a lot of government asking for halal certification. The first question that they will ask is not about the money, but they will ask, does the F&B and the kitchen of this specific 4-5-star international hotel is halal cert? So that the direction that we are going at right now. The picture on your right, on top is the hotelier right now getting vaccinated. So in Sarawak, sometimes different. Sarawak, they did not follow 100% what the current government imposed. So they are what federal. So they don't want to follow what federal is doing sometimes. So they're focusing more on state decision. So in Sarawak right now, they declare that the hoteliers are the frontliner. So for all the hotelier that open up for vaccinated center or OTC, they are considered as frontliner. So now a lot of hotelier in Sarawak already get vaccinated for the first dose, including myself. We also, five-star international hotel as well, are quite supportive in CSR. So some of the event like International Women Day, so we do respect and support of all the effort what the woman does, you know. So another slide would be some of the picture that I have. I went to the orphanage center in Cambodia, so which is nice. So this picture, when I was in Sofitel, Cambodia, five-star luxury resort. So at the bottom, if you can see, that is a TYT Pinang in 2019. So he went there. Tun went to Sofitel, Cambodia for his holiday. So I congratulate Tun, you know. So I tell Tun, I look after Tun. So I told Tun that duduk Penang sangat, kalau tak jalan pun tak best juga. So it's good to he feel welcome, you know, to speak Utara in Cambodia. Someone that can speak Utara with him. So it was nice for 1 week, and then we collaborate with a French designer called Eric Resina. So he have another boutique in Paris, and then he have another one in Cambodia. So we collaborate with the fashion designer to open up a booth, and also for him to introduce and expose his design. On the left top, with me and the chef in action. So that is normal, you know, between the F&B head trying to get everything in order to make sure the operation becomes smoothly. So on the next slide will be so this is the CSR, corporate social responsibility, that I have participated. Every international hotels, they need to participate and do a few activities in a year. This is the orphanage that we attend to in Cambodia. So it was nice to see all of them. So you know that Cambodia is a third world country, so it's quite sad as well to see, because they are in poverty and also third world country. But it was nice participate in this CSR. So with me, so in the picture was with my general manager and my director HR and my director housekeeping. The next picture is, the next slide will be, okay, this is something that we like to engage and anticipate with the guest need, you know. So working in a hotel, we need to interact with the guests. So we try to create an excitement during breakfast. So we call it a do eat yourself fresh orange. So it's actually is an automatic fresh orange juice machine. So we put a board at the counter, but of course the hotel service will assist, even though it's a buffet. So the guests will see how the orange fruits being processed as to liquid and to the guest glasses, you know. So it's very nice. So some of the guests enjoy it, and then they keep on drinking a lot of orange juice. So it's also another good things that we are helping the guests to be more healthy by getting a lot of vitamin C. Next is This is a table setup. So every event we take it very seriously. We try to be more luxury, be more creative, and we always keep on changing of all the event in the hotels. Next. This is the OCS, outside catering, that we cater for the guests at the old temple historical site, you know. So why I'm showing you this picture is just is that hotels we can do a lot of things, a lot of beautiful things, you know. So we can cater to all the guests' need everywhere they want. Next slide. This is a mind penetration for the guests, you know, psychology approach. So we would like to make sure the guests feel satisfied and happy at their start of the day, you know. So normally the guests will start their day with coffee. So we come up with a different colorful cup for the guests to choose, and then we label the color of the cup, the color of the cup by following the definition of color mood. So it does help the guests. If the guests pick red, or blue or yellow or green, so the guests will carry that behavior, that mood throughout their day. So if let's say red means happy or desire or creative, so they will get that mood throughout the day in their office, or whatever that the activities that they will do for the next 12 or 24 hours. Next picture is thank you for watching. Okay, so I believe I think that is my 2 cents of all the 12 years experience, you know. So in conclusion, there is no right or wrong, or there is no specific answer how to be better or to survive in this pandemic, especially in the hotel industry. The only thing that I can share with you guys is that you have to be creative. You cannot give up. You have to put a lot of effort. You have to explore new ideas, new things. You need to keep on going in order to tackle this pandemic. You cannot give up. What I'm trying to say that, it's MCO, we cannot do anything. Or people cannot travel, you cannot do anything. No, we have to adapt to that. So we have to, you have to figure out how we can gain business back, how we can generate more revenue in this pandemic. So when the idea works, we still want an employee, you know, or internship or student that can help us back so that we can generate more business in this pandemic. But like I said, last but not least, like I said, we are slowly bounces back. Hotel industry are rebound, and then we will be more stronger than before. And then I hand over back to you, Ika.
All right, thank you, Mr. Azrin, for your great sharing just now. It is very informative and interesting talk about the topic. So, Mr. Azrin, before we proceed with our first talk session, here looks like we have a few questions. So, can we proceed with the Q&A session, Mr. Azrin?
Yes, please, Ika.
All right, thank you. So, for the first question is from Muhammad Farid Mazlan. He is an UiTM student. He asks, is there still bright opportunities for career building in the tourism industry if the pandemic continues?
Okay, he is quite specific in terms of tourism industry. Tourism industry is quite big. It's involve travel lodge. It involve recreation. It involve logging. Also, sometimes is F&B as well. But it has to be generic, you know, in the tourism industry. When you say that there is a bright opportunity in tourism industry, there is, I would say yes, but you cannot, we cannot be specific. For example, like if Farid want to be a travel agent, I know it's quite difficult. It is very difficult in this pandemic. But if let's say he enlarge his scope of tourism industry in building up in his career, I think yes, there is a lot of opportunity during this pandemic. Not just being a travel agent, not just travel all over the world, but I can say that it has to be specific and narrow down of what he wants. So if he cannot, then it has to be generic. It has to enlarge his opportunity. So like I said, there is a bright opportunity. There is a bright future. So we will rebound. We will be more stronger than ever. There is an opportunity. For example, tourism industry, if you cannot go international, you have to focus on logistics. Some people, they are focusing on local tourism industry so that people can still work. I give you one example, like in Sekinchan, you know. So there is a lot of tourism industry happening there over there. So even though during this pandemic, so they do a lot of creative and good activity of promotion. Before they were focusing on international traveler, but now they receive a lot of local traveler, local industry, and it works. People knows how the process of paddy. The people went to the paddy museum, so it need to evolve. So to Farid, don't give up. There is a career building up, but it's just you need to start low before you go big. That is my advice to him.
Okay, that's all, Mr. Azrin?
Yes.
Okay, next question is from Lila. Yes?
Can you give me like 4 minutes?
Sure.
Okay, I'm sorry to all of you, but give me 2 or 3 minutes. I need to get an adapter because from 9 o'clock in the morning, so I do have a low battery crisis right now. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay, sure. Alright, can we proceed, Mr. Azrin?
Yes.
As a school student, she asks, what advice would you give for the future tourism and hospitality professionals?
I think to be a professional future tourism and hospitality professional is like I said before, you must have a passion, you know. Passion. You kena minat, you kena suka career ni, and then you kena sabar. You have to be calm. But the most important thing is the passion. You kena suka industry ni. Then you can be a future tourism and hospitality professional. Because you need to meet a lot of people. You need to involve with a lot of events. People are traveling all over the world, and we need to accommodate their needs, you know. So I think passion is the most important, and then you have to be patient, and then you must work towards your goal, what you want in this industry, in this career, you know. And last but not least, you cannot give up. Do not give up. If you think that it's tough, so you need to put a lot of passion. You kena suka. Kalau you rasa tough, tapi you suka, you will go through it. And then, like I said, it's fun. It's very interesting to work in this industry, you know. I don't know how I can motivate you, but if you have your goals, then everything will be okay. Everything is okay. That is my 2 cents. That is my experience.
All right, that's all, Mr. Azrin.
Yes.
So we move to the next question. This question is from Fatin Sharina, a college student. She asks, what are the important criteria of a hospitality service provider?
The question is different, but I think the content is quite similar. But I think the most important criteria in the hospitality service provider, it would be the first 2 things is you have to be knowledgeable and communication skill. You know, you have to be knowledgeable, and communication skill have to be you have to be top notch. You know, because you are the service provider. So knowledge is important, and you need to know how to converse and communicate with people. Of course, it has to be well groomed. You have to be confident. So it doesn't suits you or link with the with yourself. You know, for example, like hospitality service provider, but you don't know how to communicate, but you don't know your product knowledge, you don't know how to upsell, you don't know how to tell the guests whatnot, you know. So it's quite frustrating. So the most important criteria is to be knowledgeable. You need to know your communication skill, and you have to be confident and well groomed.
All right, Mr. Azrin. So this is the last question, which is from Fatin Nazira Fauzi. She is an UiTM student, and she asks how to create the best resume for finding the job in the future.
12 years in the industry, I have interviewed a lot of people, you know, and I've seen a lot of CV. I've seen a lot of resume, but I think for me to advise Fatin is that if let's say fresh graduate, you know, for fresh graduate, the best that I can advise to get the best resume is to be honest to yourself, you know. Why I say to be honest to yourself is sometimes when I read a resume from a fresh graduate, when they are trying to apply their job, so I try to fit myself in. How can I conduct the interview? So how can I call her? How can I call these people? They are fresh, without no experience. So all the information that in the resume are very, very important, precious, and I will look it in details. So I give you example why fresh graduate resume is quite important. Is you have to be honest with yourself. Why? Because, for example, in your resume as a fresh graduate, you put there you can speak in English fluently, and then you yourself put a rating in a scale of 10, you put 10. Okay? But when I interview you, it's like you are telling me my blood go upstairs, the tire got flour, for example. I mean, joke aside, but you have to be honest with yourself, But if you put, let's say you can speak English in a scale of 10. So when I conduct an interview for the fresh graduate, so I expect that when I give you a question, so my expectation is you have to answer me in English fluently, and you have to elaborate. You have to know how to converse back to me in English. So I think the best resume for fresh graduate is you have to be honest in whatever the information that you want to put in your CV, because people that will conduct the interview, or the people that will call you, they will ask question not because through your experience, through their experience. No, they will ask you a question what you put in your resume, and then they just want to see you whether you can communicate, whether you can and converse or not. They want to see your will. And then when you have an experience, so the resume as your position goes up, as you develop yourself in your career, so the CV have to be different a little bit. So you have to share your achievement and then what you have done. So during the interview, in that sort of CV, so your CV will stand out from others, because you explain in your CV your experience and the result that you have achieved. So of course your resume will be stand out and different from others, and you have to be ready when the interviewer interview you, and then you have to be ready with all this answer, So I think for fresh graduate, like I said, you have to be honest in whatever the information that you want to put in your resume. Second is make it simple, 2-page or 4-page front and back, But if you are a fresh graduate and then you give this resume, this tick, I think it's quite difficult for the interviewer to pick your resume, That's it, Ika.
All right, thank you, Mr. Azrin. Okay, now I would like to open a questions from the participant in this platform right now. So if you have any question, you may ask direct to the speaker by telling your name first, okay? So let's welcome the first question in this platform.
Okay, my name is Henry, the project leader. So my question is a little bit general. Everyone is watching from Facebook right now, also thinking the same. So looking at the current economy that has not recovered yet, especially in the hospitality industry, so it comes to my mind that the graduated diploma and degree student within this field, whether they should consider further the study or sticks with finding the job. Okay, that's my question.
Can you please repeat the last sentence Henry?
All right. I'm saying that whether they should consider further the study or stick to funding the jobs within the SAM.
Oh, okay. Well, there is no yes or no answer. You know, if Henry, where you from?
I'm from Cebu, Sarawak.
Okay. So you know Miri, okay? Okay. There is no yes or no answer. There's no right or wrong. Yes. During this pandemic, you know, the hotel industry got affected, but it's recovering. You know. But I do support, we do need a hotel graduate to work with us, you know. So in order for us to build back and rebound back the industry very quickly. So we need to be ready. That is from the hotel industry part. You know, from the graduate itself, you know, I do support. If you feel insecure, you know, if you don't have any confidence in us, but you want to further your studies rather than start working in the industry, I would have recommend that you go for your study first, and then you come back strong when the industry is back to normal. So I do have a very good employee, Henry, in Miri. Very, very good. He is a UiTM diploma graduate in account. So unfortunately, he worked with me, but unfortunately he resigned because he wanted to further his study in degree. So when he tendered his resignation letter to me, I didn't say no. I didn't say please don't resign. I don't want to be selfish, you know, because I do support his passion, you know, his recognition. So most probably that he want himself to have this degree scroll for his self-satisfaction, and also he want to make his family proud. So I told him that he is welcome to join back after he's finished his studies, you know. So to answer your question, so if you don't have confidence to work in the industry, I highly recommend you to continue and to further your study. And then when the industry is stable and is booming back, rebound, bounces back, and then you are welcome to join the industry. You are always welcome. That's it. I hope I answer your question, Henry.
Yes, Mr. Green. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Henry. I hope the explanation just now can answer your question, okay? So now let us welcome next question from our participant.
Hi, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
I am Puan Siti Aisyah binti Mat Aris from lecturer from KVERT Setapak. Okay, I nak tanya. Hi Miss Azrina and semua student yang ada di sini. Thank you for inviting us. Okay, KVERT Setapak. Okay, so I nak tanya some question. So while during pandemic now, a lot of hotel now, most of hotel, especially at Kuala Lumpur, especially at Selangor. So we all stay in Selangor. So closing. So in your opinion and your experience itself, so how was the hotel industry going to sustain the operation? And yes.
Well, it's very. I would not say It's a very good question, actually, but it's a very, sometimes it can be very sensitive answer, you know. But what I can share with you is that some the owners, it depends on the owner itself in order for the hotel to sustain the business. If the owner have a lot of numbers in their bank, you know, yes, the owner will pump the money back to the hotels to sustain the business. But however, if let's say the owner and also the GM itself want to control the expenses because of the business is getting low and low because of this pandemic, you know, they need to control their expenses. So that is how the hotel sustain the business. So meaning to say that the manning of the staffing wise, you know, have to be cut. Some of the salary have to be cut, and then some of the staff have to be advised to take leave in order to control their expenses, and then a few areas in terms of miscellaneous or electrical expenses need to be controlled. Apart from that, in order to gain back the revenue, it is up to the general manager to get business in this new norm. If not much, but at least there is a percentage that the revenue comes in. You know, for example, if the guests cannot dine in, then another alternative that you need to do is to do delivery, to do takeaway, to do a drive-through. At least you can get a little bit of income, and then you have to work on the ratio of your manning so that the expenses can be controlled and the hotel itself can be sustained. That is why you see a lot in KL. There is a big international hotel become a quarantine center. There is a convention center, you know, like KLCC Convention Center. They organize a very, very high-end event before this. Now they are doing a vaccination center. You know, that is how they want to sustain their business. Some of the hotels, they close not because they want to close down for good because of this pandemic. No, they close down because they don't want to spend the expenses. So they want to keep the numbers in the bank so that when everything is back to normal, they will open back with that numbers that they have in the bank. So meaning to say that the hotel that are closing now is I think they will become better when the industry open because they have the money in their bank. So they just slowly to operate and spend whatever that they need in terms of labor. I hope I answer your question, Puan.
Yeah. Thank you. So hopefully hotel industry will recover back soon as possible, right?
Yeah, we will rebound.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome, Puan. It's good to see you.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay, thank you, Madam Aisha, for the question. Okay, now I open the last question from our participants for this section.
Okay, hi, Mr. Azrin. My name is Nolaila. I want to ask, what is your ideal work environment, especially in hospitality and tourism industry?
What is my ideal working environment?
Yep.
It's very generic, your question. Can you be more specific, Laila?
work environment in hospitality?
Okay, it's quite generic. Okay,
in food and beverage.
Working environment. Okay, I try to answer. I always put a very positive vibe in my working environment. You know, especially in the F&B department. You know, the team around me, the staff around me. We need to work together. You know, it has to be fun. It has to be everything is one. We have to work together as a team. Everything is positive. I teach my team, you know, in this sort of working environment, there is no toxic, if that's what you mean. Everybody is helping each other. And then in order for me to improve further in the F&B service operation, so I always create an open discussion in my working environment. For example, if some of the team are not quite comfortable with what or the team have done, so we need to voice out, we need to speak up, and then we need to eliminate that negativity, you know. So there is always an open discussion. And then in my working environment, I always create a fun working environment so that the team feel comfortable to work, they feel confident, they are not scared, and then they are always motivated, you know, to come to work. So that is how I create my own working environment so that I will get that result, you know. Those days, yes, that working environment, people are competing each other, people are competing each other, rivalry, I would say, you know, and then toxic, and then very negative. But, you know, in order for me to blend with the team that I have for Gen Z, for millennials, you know, I need to change my style in this working environment, you know, my management skill, so that my working environment is always positive and fun to work with. I eliminate the toxic, all this negativity in my team, so that I can achieve my result, especially in F&B, you know. So the guests will compliment directly or in social media, or send an email, or give flower, or give present, you know, as a token of appreciation for the team to look after them, especially in F&B. I hope I answer your question.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Azrin.
You're welcome. But if you want more answer, you tell Madam Marina, and then I will very happy to continue back to give a very detailed answer to you.
All right, thank you, Laila, for the question. Okay, so thank you to all the participants who asked the question just now. Before that, I want to welcome our second speaker, Medina Shirahanim. She just joined us a moment ago for the second talk. Okay, and a big thanks to Mr. Azrin for sharing your thoughtful opinions for the question that comes from our participant. Hope with the sharing just now by Mr. Azrin can be up your knowledge and give benefits to everyone in this webinar about the career opportunity that available in our country. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for our second talk session. So I will leave it to the second moderator. Please welcome Nur Safiza.
Thank you, Atika. Now, after a long awaited, it is time for our second talk session, which is a great entrepreneur discussing on the topic about the importance of technology assets in the workplace, especially for those who are working in the hospitality sector. Before we proceed with our next speaker, First, I would like to introduce a little bit background of her and her establishment. She is a founder of the Great Community and Macmillan from 218 until now, distribution network for women entrepreneurs and housewives, and has 600 agents all over Malaysia. Before starting the Great Community and Macmillan, she was experienced in producing her own brand, Nashirah Zainuddin Boutique, in 216. She also had experience in producing box scarf for 1 year under his own brand. She is also a great entrepreneur who has a certificate in achievement, professional diploma in entrepreneurships level 4, certificate in innovations and strategy level 4, and now pursuing her study in MBA University West in Scotland. She also managed to achieve a few higher success in the field of entrepreneurship. One of her achievements is winner of Silver Tulip Award 290 by London Examinations Board, and also winner of prestigious Young Leader in Education and Training Industry 219. She is Madam Nashirah Hanim binti Zainuddin. Before that, let's watch the video that relates with our second topic, which is the importance of technology WhatsApp in the workplace. So enjoy the video. based on the video, we can see the content in this video obviously about the definition of technology, the use of technology in workplace, and also highlight about how can you use WhatsApp in workplace. So, to understand this topic more clearly, I would like to invite Madam Nashira Hanim binti Zainuddin to give an explanation about the importance of technology WhatsApp in the workplace, especially for who are working in hospitality sector. Please welcome Madam Nashira.
Assalamualaikum. Hi. Thank you for the invitation today. Okay. So basically, regarding this topic, I would love to make it as a communication channel, okay, in a workplace. So usually, what I mean by communication channel is 5 years ago, I read one of this article, okay, and the 5 years ago, in this article said like in 3 years from now, okay, the marketing channel will moving to the communication channel. The social media marketing such as like Facebook or Instagram will moving to the communication channel. Communication channel ni such as WhatsApp or DMs, PMs. You heard right about DMs, PMs. Everything will move to this communication channel. So here it is after 5 years. Then last time I don't understand what it means by communication channel. I don't understand. I always heard about marketing channel or marketing funnel, but now I understand, oh, this is this communication channel, because now this like most of us, even all of you, like we do have phone, right? And we communicate to this communication channel like WhatsApp. We contact with our families, not just our workers, our office mates, but with our families also. We're using this communication channel. So in my workplace, we're using this WhatsApp as our main communication channel in our workplace. So this communication channel now, this is very important for me, right? Because this is the technology that we use to use it and to face it. So in our workplace, usually we use WhatsApp as our main communication channel, and then we do have meetings, but meeting we use Zoom. Like today we use Google Meet, right? So in our meeting we used to use Zoom, okay, as our next communication channel. So for in our workplace, for team marketing and designs, we use Trello. Have you heard about Trello? Okay, we use Trello as our communication channel. So when my staff already done their work or their tasks, they will submit to the Trello. And even if let's say I'm not going to the office, because currently I'm doing work from home, so I will just see the Trello and see their updates. Have they done their tasks? And then we just see to the Trello, okay? And from the data that we receive, then usually we use all the data and we contact them through Zoom. This is what we always do, because we are very small SME actually in my business. So we use the very basic communication channel for all of my staff. So basically that is what we've done in our workplace.
Thank you, Madam Nashira, for an impressive sharing with us just now. We appreciate for you taking time to share this very useful knowledge. Now, Madam, we will continue with our Q&A session. Here, we have a few questions that they want you to answer. Can we proceed, Madam?
All right, sure.
Sorry, madam. I think we lost you.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay. So the first question from Nur Najla. She is from Kolej Vokasional Setapak, and she asks, is it hard to work with a lot of men?
Okay, so basically in my workplace, actually, it's very little numbers of men. Okay, I also don't know why. It's very little numbers of men in my workplace, and most of them is in the operation department. Okay, in my workplace, I would say like 80%, 70 to 80% of my workers is, most of them is a woman. Okay, only 20%, so it's very little with men. But for me, it's not that really hard working with men. Okay, so it's not that hard. But if somehow I found a very the right candidates in my team, and then I think it's not a big it's not a big issue for us, because at some point we have to realize that we need the man, you know, especially in part our operation part. There's a heavy items coming in for the storage. Even myself, I cannot do it all by myself, even with the women workers, right? So we need men. So and somehow especially nowadays, like in my team, we do have like marketing team, and somehow we need also men. Somehow even they are in our operation team, but somehow our team will take some of our man workers and joining their marketing activities at TikTok or Reels in IG, you know. So job scope, what is your responsibility, what is not really hard to work with a man. But I can't answer these questions actually, because I only little men in my workplace.
Okay, thank you, madam. So the next question is from Nurul Azira. She also from Kolej Vokasional Setapak. She asks, in our country, various modern technologies being introduced that may also have few bad impacts. What will be your advice to avoid from facing the bad sequence?
Yeah, because in current situation right now, like the technology is like 24 hours with us, right? And somehow it's a cause like you are losing sleep, you know, skipping physical activities because due to technology use. So in my opinion, how we can avoid these technologies bad impact is we really need to manage our time. We really need to know how to manage our time using this technology, because if we overuse using the technology, you know, there's I think a lot of articles.
Sorry, madam.
In the
I think we lost you again.
Social media, sometimes.
Sorry, madam.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, the bad impacts for this technology is if we really overuse the technology, somehow it can causing us like skipping physical activities or anxiety, too much, read about all these articles coming in with this pandemic. It can causes us like anxiety also. Like myself also, if I read a lot of articles, negative articles, sometimes it causes me like kind of anxiety because too much information, too much negative information. So it depends on us how we have to filter all the information that we receive, right? And we really need to manage our time using all these technologies. That's just my point of view.
Okay, thank you, madam. Now, I would like to open a question from participants in this platform. Just a reminder, if you have a question, you may ask the speaker by telling your name first. So, let's welcome the first question in this platform.
Hi, Madam Nashra. My name is Nur Farahina Fauzi from Faculty Hotel Management. I believe WhatsApp comes to second place after YouTube apps for famous apps that people always use. So, how do you manage team communication in an organization while using WhatsApp? That's from me.
So basically, like in my team, we do have like a few groups in WhatsApp, right? So WhatsApp basically we use for main communication with my staff, number one, and number two is the main communication also with all my agents. So currently, we have almost 4,000 agents all over Malaysia, and we use also WhatsApp as our main communication. So what we did is we have like few groups. For example, like in WhatsApp we have a group we call it as a top management team. So we have one group for top management, and we have a special group also for an operation team.
Sorry, madam, we lost you again.
My line is not so okay today. Okay, can you hear me now?
A bit slow. Okay.
Okay. So basically, what we did is we have few groups in our WhatsApp. So once we communicate in the group WhatsApp, then basically our team will feedback us or let us know any progress or any things coming up in the group WhatsApp based on the department. Okay, if they say for the operation team, if they say they have an issue, they will issue in the operation group operation team WhatsApp, right? So for my current agents, like we have like 4,000 agents now. So also same, we have like few groups for our agents. So basically the agents is divided into few groups based on their performance. So like we have like leaders, this is one group for leaders. So basically all the important things, all the important issues, informations, we will send to firstly to our leaders first in our agents community. So we will inform to the leaders first, and then the leaders will spread to their small team. So basically that is how we really use this WhatsApp, and somehow like most of our agents using the WhatsApp video call as their communications also, alright? Because I think it's like more easier. So basically that is my answer for your question, Nabila.
It's a great point from you. Thank you, Farahin Nabila. I hope the explanation just now can answer your question. So now let us welcome next question from our participant.
Selamat sejahtera, Madam Nasra. And my name is Alumni Medi, UiTM student. Talking about use the website workplace. My question: what is impact if using the website in essentially secara berlebihan workplace?
For the website?
Pengguna website secara berlebihan di tempat kerja.
Oh, website. You mean the social media or the main website?
Website.
Like Google Chrome or the Internet Explorer. You mean that? Okay, so basically this is what we did in our workplace. So basically our staff also all have a schedule. Okay, for me, I don't mind if like my staff want to surf the internet or kind of and things they want to do, but because I deal with this kind of Gen Y, okay, like same age with most of you, Gen Z and also Gen Y. So Gen Z and Gen Y, one thing that we have to know that you cannot treat them like a Gen X, Gen Z and Gen Y is very like they like to hoo-ha here. When they do their works, they like to like have fun. They like to hoo-ha macam, weh makan, something like that. So they cannot like very like focus on their work just like that. So we need to have like some fun in our workplace. So what we did is, okay, I don't mind if like they want to surf the Facebook or they want to surf the internet. For me, I don't mind. Okay, as long as they done their part, as long as they finish their work, their task. To me, that's not a big issue for me. But I need to remind them, like, okay, this task must be finished at what? Today must settle this task, blah 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 blah. But you want to surf the internet or surf the Facebook or whatsoever, I don't mind as long as you've done your part. So I think it depends on the organizations or the companies, because my company is quite flexible, okay, because I can say like 99% of in Gen Y. I only have one staff Gen X. Can you imagine? So I deal like more with Gen X and Gen Z. So in our workplace, you can imagine we are so like very flexible. They really like have fun. They can eat durian while they're having their lunch, no problem. That's how our workplace look like. Okay.
Sorry, madam, that's all?
Yes.
Okay. Are you clear, Eddie?
Clear. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Eddie,
Thank you.
for the question. Okay, so now I open the last question from our participant for this session.
Okay, hi.
Hi Nadia.
I'm Siti Nadia. You can call me Oya. I'm from KV ERT Setapak, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, I have a question. Is it hard for you to communicate with correctness?
Sorry, which one?
Is it hard for you to communicate with foreigners?
Foreigners.
Foreigner. Sorry.
Okay. Is that all your question? Okay, so thank you, Nadia. So basically, for us, like, it's not really hard for us to communicate with the foreigners because the foreigners also same like us. It's just that they use English as their main language, and we also do the same thing. Also, we communicate with them through the WhatsApp, okay, as our main. And sometimes my team also communicate them through call. So basically, for foreigners, in my workplace, we don't have any foreigner workers, but we do have foreigner customers. Foreigner customers buying our product. So basically, the foreigner customers, how we get them is we do have massive activities during Ramadan last time, like Bazaar Ramadan, okay, Raya Bazaar in a mall, like such as Setia City Mall, Publica KL, KLCC, ICT Mall. So we open like various numbers for this Bazaar Ramadan last time, and we get numbers also for foreigners customers. So usually for the foreigner customers, we have this app, okay, for all our customers. Every time our customer buy our product, all their database is we save in one app. So after the Bazaar Raya, just like I think like 1 week ago, all my staff follow up all our customers. So basically, they will follow up our customers is through WhatsApp, okay? Because sometimes like not like most of them will answer the call if they see like, you know, weird numbers or private numbers. So basically, we just contact them through WhatsApp, and if some of them okay, then we'll just call them through call. So it's not really hard to contact with the foreigners. They are just same like us. It's just that they will using English as their main language. So that's all, Nadia. Thank you, Nadia.
All right, thank you, madam.
Thank you, Miss Nadia. Thank you to all the participants who asked the question just now. And all right, thank you again, Madam Rashida Hani, for answering all those questions and for the great sharings. It was a pleasure to have you with us. I hope we sharing regarding the title just now can give us a useful guide for us in the future.
All right, thank you so much, everybody.
Now I pass to Henry.
Okay, all right, everyone. We have come to the end of segment of our webinar. But before that, we have last conclusion video for you guys. And also, we will have a short photography session with our speakers. So stay tuned. And also stay tuned for the certificate QR code at the end of the webinar. So let's no more wait. Let us enjoy the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, following the video just now, it is the end of our webinar. So at this stage, I would like to say thanks again to our speaker, Mr. Azrin and Madam Nasira, for the sharing, the knowledge and some tips for the hospitality industry or in general. We will also like to thanks to Professor Dr. Hashim Fazil, Head of Central Faculty of Hotel and Tourism Management, UiTM Cawangan, Pulau Pinang, to Dr. Zuhan and Madam Arina as our program advisor, to Hotel and Tourism Student Society Clubs and course HTH558. And not to forget, thanks all the participants, whether you are watching from YouTube or Facebook. So lastly, I am Henry as the project leader, represent the moderators and my team for this webinar. We would like to apologize if there is any inconvenience throughout this webinar. I stand by the quote, we are not perfect, never have been, never will be, but this webinar is the best thing we could bring to you guys so far. So before we say goodbye, can we have all the participants in this platform to turn on their cameras and give your best smile and hand wave for the photography session? Okay, ready everyone? We're going to have just a print screen. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one, freestyle. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're done. Thank you, guys. And don't forget, everyone, we will post the QR code for your participation e-certificate right after this webinar. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Azrin.
Thank you.